So I'm going to show you how to create the part number 8 and drawing file number 8 from 7.1. I think this will just be a video of the part, but we'll get to the drawing file eventually. This is my first time making this part, so we'll see how it goes. I might pause at places the video just so that it's a little less wasting your time. Alright, so to begin with, I've created a new part file, and before I even begin a new sketch, I'm just going to use this primitives. If you don't have this primitives showing up in your 3D model, you go to this menu over here and you select primitives. Alright, so I turn it off, you'll see it goes away, toggle it back on, there it is. And I can make a cylinder from this. Alright, so I'm going to go to the XY plane. And I know looking at that sketch that this cylinder needs to be 1.75 inches in diameter. Let's see, 1.75. And it's going to be 0.25 inches thick, which may not be extremely easy to tell looking at this, because you might see the 0.5 and think, oh, it's 0.5 thick. Well, be careful. That's from this extension line to this extension line here. So each of those is going to be 0.25. So let's toggle back, or go back, and 0.25 is the depth, say OK. Alright, and then again, I don't even need to start a new sketch. I can just, again, click cylinder and put it right on this face. It's going to be concentric, so I'll place it here. And we want this one to be 1.165, I believe. Sounds a little strange. Hit enter, and it's 0.25. Okay, so let me just double check that's the dimension it needed to be. 1.165, right. Alright, so the next thing is I need to make these holes through here, but let's just kind of glance through the directions, make sure we're doing this correctly. So right now we're making the part, then create a fully dimensioned part drawing, so we're not going to get to the drawing yet. Okay, and then these are directions for the drawing. So it wants these to be holes, okay, so we'll do those rather than extruding, cutting circles. Alright, so let's make these holes now. We've got one that is a distance of, well, it's giving us a radius for this circle here, and it says it's 0.725. So it's going to be 0.725 away from the center. And there's multiple ways we could do this, but I'm going to do this way because it seems pretty easy to me. I also need to know this is 0.172, and it is a through hole, it appears. Alright, it goes all the way through. So I'm going to go to the back of this by clicking my view cube, right click, and we want to do new sketch. Okay, to help me out, I'm going to drop a point right in the center. Alright, that will be useful in a sec, but a lot of times you can drop points throughout places in your sketches, and they may come of use later. We're going to revolve around this later, so I'll explain that more at that point. But you can kind of see it when I hover over it. It's the little yellow lines there. Alright, so we know that we need to make a hole through here, so I'm going to go to my 3D model, select hole. Ooh, but a hole itself needs a point to go through. So, backing up a little bit, we're going to create some more points where the hole should go. So I'm going to go back to sketch 3. It's still active. I haven't finished it yet. So while I'm here, let's drop a point. Yeah, it can be on 0, 0, so I can hit tab. But I want this to be, let's check here again, 0.725 units away. Alright, so 0.725. Okay, so there it is. Perfect. That's all I need for now. So now I can go to 3D model, go to hole, and let me shift and click the mouse wheel a little bit to see which direction it's going. Okay, good. That's the direction I want. And I want it to go all the way through. So through all is fine on here. These don't really matter since it's going to be all the way through, and it did not say anything about being tapped or threaded. Okay, so simple hole is fine. But let's check the diameter on that. It says 0.172. Alright, so I will come to here. This is dimensioning a diameter. So I'm going to make this 0.172. The other things I already checked. They're okay, so I'm going to click OK. And I've got my hole. So next I'm going to revolve this around 2 times. Okay, so picking up, sorry for the jolt there. I said revolve 2 times around. That's not what I meant. What I meant is do the circular pattern. So I've got this stuff here. Let me go to circular pattern. And the reason I know I can do a circular pattern is I looked at my drawing file and saw that it is 120 degrees between each hole. So that means that circular pattern is going to be just fine. It's going to divide 360 by 3 evenly. So my feature is this right here. All right. And my rotation axis is going to be this right there. And then just change this to 3 and click OK. And boom, I've got my holes. I believe I've got this part finished. Let's just double check. They should all be 0.172 in diameter, 120 degrees. So let's see here. Let me check the sketch, make sure that it was 0.172 in diameter. Actually, no, I don't want to check the sketch. I want to check the hole. So we'll do edit feature. Perfect. I can come around and I'll see that it looks pretty much exactly like this. Only problem is this did create a hole, and we do not want that. So the fix for that is pretty quick. We'll go back to, let's see, hole. Let's do edit feature. And I want to deselect this, so I'm going to hit the control key, click that, and that's gone away. Now I can click OK. Let's see. So let me say accept. Didn't like that. So let's just delete this and just do the whole thing one more time. I want to share this sketch. All right, that's going to make this possible. So I got the point. Now I can come in, edit the hole, or the feature. All right. Oh, I need to do the revolve. So yeah, or circular pattern. So there's my feature. Rotation axis right there. Well, that works too. This is the same center. 3. All right, and we are finished.